Hello and welcome to another episode of the Meeples Corner news show. This week we start with the news about the England-wide lockdown which started today. The shop here in Crediton will be closed during lockdown, but we can offer click and collect. You just can place your order online and choose collection at the shop, or you can contact me on Facebook or by email and we can arrange payment online and you can just collect the games here at the shop. That's not a problem, and we also offer home delivery. You basically place your order online, pay for it, and we will deliver it to your home address the next day. Online will go on as normal. We just had a collection from our parcel service. There's no problem or restrictions on their side, so we hopefully will continue to trade online as normal. We also talked to our suppliers yesterday. Asmodee, in contrast to the last lockdown, have no plans so far to restrict any new releases. So we should get every week the normal batch of new releases coming in. They only said it could be that there will be some further delays caused by issues with staff in the warehouse or with the delivery company, so it could be that some things take a bit longer than usual, but hopefully we should get some new releases before Christmas. Yeah, that's out of the way. So we had a few new releases this week. One of them was Paris from Wolfgang Kramer and Michael Kiesling. They are the designers behind Azul, which was really popular. This one is from Game Brewers, the publisher, and it's a city building game. Paris looks very nice and also should be more like a medium weight game. So if you're interested in following these designers, have a look at this one. Then we have the Calico, the game I mentioned last week in the preview for this week's new games. That's AG. It's a quilt building game, and the idea is that you build a very comfy quilt that will attract cuddly cats. So looks really nice and has a interesting theme. Artwork is from Beth Thobel, and always very good looking game. So that's in stock, and we have a very colorful game, Kotel. It's an abstract game where you build plastic drake snagons or snake dragons. Yep, you can see them here. It's right now in stock. Then we have the big release of this week is Praga Karbut-Regni, the new game by Vladimir Sushi, which is the designer of Underwater Cities. That was our biggest hit last year, and this one is also very, very popular at the moment. We had 40 copies that came in on Monday. They're all gone, but hopefully before the end of the month we will have more stock of this one. So if you're interested, send me an email and I will let you know when there's more stock available. And we have another big box game from Steamforged. They had the last big box game, I can't remember what it was, but this one is Devil May Cry. Oh, the last one was the Horizon Zero Dawn, which is also based on a video game. This one is Devil May Cry. Like all of their games, with lots of big and good looking miniatures. So that's in now. That is the retail edition, so no Kickstarter extras unfortunately for these ones. And then we have two further games from Germany, both from popular designer Friedemann Friese. They're always, Fayum is the more traditional strategy game, whereas Feierabend, or the English title is Finishing Time, is a so-called after-work placement game. This one is a bit more of an unusual theme, where you have to work on the life balance of your character and also see if you can aim to give him a bit of a better life with more income and more time for his family and hobbies and everything. So both of them arrived this week. Fayum is the brand new one released at Essen. I think Feierabend or Finishing Time is available for a bit longer now, but we had to wait to get them both in stock at the same time to save a bit on the shipping. Both are in stock and we still have copies available, and both are, like mentioned here on the box, both are the German-English editions, so English rules included and no text on the components. And then we had 2 restocks we had lots of requests for, is the Micro Macro Crime City from Pegasus, a small boxed game that's a bit like Where's Wally and a detective game put in one box. Really good fun. We play it with our family at the moment every evening, and it's really something even the kids are quite keen on to play every evening. And then we have the second restock. It's a new release we received last week but sold out to pre-orders, and that is New York Zoo, the new game from Uwe Rosenberg. It is comes with the usual quite popular Tetris shaped tiles at the moment, but in addition it has this very cute animal meeples, and also a very popular game, and it has 127 of the animal meeples, so very nice components. So these 2 are the restocks. We both have stock. They just came in yesterday. A few were pre-ordered, but most of the delivery is still available. We also talked to Asmodee this morning and asked them about the new games for next week, and next week will be a bit quieter. We're not expecting too much from Germany. The only delivery still outstanding from Germany is the one from DLP Games, and that will include Monasterium, Remember Our Trip, and the third item was the Olion Story expansion. These 3 items are hopefully here sometime next week, but I haven't heard back from Germany yet. But the 4 new games we are expecting from Asmodee are Guildmaster. It's a programming game where you lead a guild of adventurers and you send them out on quests and missions to earn money and fame for your guild. Then we have Gods Love Dinosaurs from Pandasaurus Game. That's a drafting and tile placement game where you try to create thriving ecosystems for dinosaurs, because you, like the title says, love dinosaurs. The next new game coming in is the Clang Adventuring Party expansion. That is more aimed at the Clang base game, not Clang Legacy, and it will include 6 asymmetric characters you can choose instead of the usual starting characters. And as some people mentioned on Board Game Geek, it doesn't come with miniatures, it comes with tokens. Miniatures, I think, are in the Legacy game, whereas the normal Clang base game comes with tokens. And then the last new release we're expecting for next week is the Viscounts of the West Kingdom. That's the last game of the West Kingdoms trilogy. And it also comes also on the same day we're expecting the West Kingdom Tomb Saga, which will allow you to play all 3 West Kingdom games in one campaign. These are the 4 new games we're expecting from Asmodee UK for next week. The last part of the news show will be about the pre-orders we started online in the last week, and the most interesting one is the Wingspan Oceania expansion, which covers the birds of Australia and New Zealand. That has a release date, I think, of 18th of December, so the week before Christmas. Our initial batch of pre-orders is unfortunately sold out, but we will hear next week from the UK distributor how the allocation will look. And once we know how much stock we will receive, we can probably open up the pre-orders again. I think we get the email on the 11th or 12th of November, so if you haven't placed a pre-order yet, just come back on the day and have a look. Then we have from Germany, we have Anno 1800 from Cosmos. It's the new Martin Wallace game. So far only available in German edition, but I checked the components, there's no text on it, and it's perfectly playable with the English rules from BGG. That's the second pre-order. Then we have two interesting pre-orders from G&T Games. There's one game called All Bridges Burning. That's a new coin game for 3 players based on the story of the Russian Revolution. That's very interesting. And then we have Caesar Rome versus Gaul. And that's a 2-player card-driven game based on the very popular and highly regarded Hannibal Rome versus Carthage. It's easier and streamlined version, shorter playing time. So these all 2 G&T games are the shorter versions of the games and should be very interesting for one who wants to start out with these kind of games. So have a look at them. They're all online now and available to pre-order. Yeah, that's all for this week. And